Welcome everyone, this is Jim, heading into episode 2 of our walkthrough of the red and blue versions of Pokemon for Game Boy Color. As you can see, I am playing on my Game Boy Advance today. Got some feedback on my first episode and had a friend of mine say that he thinks it would be better hearing the actual speakers. Well, my old Game Boy Color, the speakers aren't so great on that one, so we're gonna have to tough it out, or we're gonna have to, if we want to do noise, we want to hear the sound for it, we're gonna have to use the Game Boy Advance. So no big deal. Obviously, you don't need the sound to be able to play, but the sound does make it a little bit better. So where we left off here last time is we just got done delivering Oak's package and came back and healed our Pokemon. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to head up to the mart here. And now that we've done that delivery for Professor Oak, he'll actually sell us some stuff. And as you can see, we got plenty of money to be able to do some stuff here. We will go ahead and buy, let's say, 10 Pokeballs to start. These 10 will be more than enough to get us through the first couple sections here in the game and let us do whatever we need to. And we're going to catch most of the Pokemon in this area. I'm sure everyone knows, you all pretty much have to know about this bottom area right here, where you run into Pidgey and Rattata, so we're going to go down and catch a couple of those. But I'm not sure if it's quite as commonly known for the other types of, or the other area that's nearby here before you go into the forest, that allows you to get a few more Pokemon, especially if you did what we did here and you start off with Charmander. He's not going to exactly give you an advantage at our first gym, and we want to be able to walk into that gym with a confident ability that we're going to be able to take out Brock and his rock Pokemon, right? So there's a couple of Pokemon that we're going to be able to catch over here that will give us an advantage when we get there. So first, obviously, we got to catch the Rattata and Pidgey down here so we can fill up our Pokedex. Nah, no nicknames. All right, we're gonna keep walking around and we'll find a Pidgey. Cool. So you want to keep in mind too, something that's good to keep in mind. So you see the level 3 Pidgey, you'll find anywhere between, I think, level 2 and 3 here, maybe a level 4. In case you weren't aware, if you catch a Pokemon at a lower level, that lower level Pokemon is actually going to be stronger as you raise it. So the lower level you're able to catch Pokemon, the stronger that Pokemon will be over time. We're not really going to care so much when it comes to these types of Pokemon here, because let's just be honest, Pidgey and Rattata and their evolved forms are not much to really be excited about. We're catching them for the Pokédex, and that's pretty much it. So we're not going to hang on to them for too long, but what we will do is just keep that in mind as time goes on. So if you have an option to catch a Pokemon, and ultimately I'm going to use the starters that I want to use, but if you want to use certain Pokemon long term in your party, then it's going to be a better advantage to you is if you catch that Pokemon, the lower the level, the better. The longer time it spends in your care, the stronger that Pokemon will be. Before we go and hunt over here, I want to show you a little secret that maybe not everybody is aware of. You come up here to this tree and you just click A over here, there's going to be a potion that you pick up. These types of spots are all over in the game. I have no idea where they all are. I know a couple of them just by memory, but that's an easy way to get a free potion. So this other area that we're going to go is in this little patch of grass right here. And in this patch of grass, we are going to find several different Pokemon. Here we start with Spearow. So Spearow is a little bit stronger than Pidgey. But Pidgey evolves into Pidgeotto, which is stronger than Spearow. But then Fearow evolves into, or Spearow evolves into Fearow, which is its second level, which is stronger than Pidgeotto. But when Pidgeotto evolves into Pidgeot, Pidgeot is a bit better of a Pokemon than Fearow. So these guys kind of, oops, didn't mean to do that. That happens, no big deal. But these two Pokemon, Spearow and Pidgey, they kind of dance back and forth to just kind of compare and contrast against each other. And we don't need a Rattata, so this guy's going to end up just helping us level up our starter a bit. So here's where we run into one of our first little nuggets here in the red and blue version. So you want to know how you get your advantage at your first gym. It's actually this guy and the female version of Nidoran. So the reason that these guys are important is because when you catch a Nidoran, male or female, both of them are going to learn a move called Double Kick pretty early in the game. And the reason that that is significant is because Double Kick is actually going to be your way around those rock Pokemon from Brock's first gym. So Double Kick is a fighting type move. And fighting type moves are strong against rock. So if you didn't choose Squirtle or Bulbasaur as your starter, no big deal. You just got to make sure that you come over here and hit up a couple of these different Nidoran to get you those double kicks. And if you're lucky, they also, I believe, both learn Poison Sting pretty early as well. So that will allow you to get an off chance of poisoning the rock Pokemon. I wouldn't really bet on that. You really want to get that double kick move learned so that way you can just go ahead and knock out his Pokemon pretty quick. Just gotta find another Spearow and not knock it out this time, and then we're gonna find that female Nidoran, because the female Nidoran's over here as well. And if we could stop running into Rattata along the way, that'd be great. So a little bit of advice, mistake I made was too early in the game. If you walk up above or to the north of this particular patch of grass and you hang a left, that is automatically going to trigger a fight with your rival. Now, right now, at this point in the game, your rival is carrying a level 8 Pidgey and a level 9 starter. And that's not good, because especially at this point, we have not leveled up our Pokemon enough to be able to match that. We could pretty easily without much work, but if you go ahead and make that trip north and head left, you're gonna head yourself into a big surprise, and he is going to take you out. You're not quite a match for him just yet. You just need to get these Pokemon leveled up a little bit and get to a point where you can wear out his guys and take him out, which we will do that here pretty soon. So I got me my Spearow. Now we're just looking for that female Nidoran, and that's it. Once we get that, we'll go ahead and heal him up and keep moving. Pretty soon we're probably going to need to go ahead and heal up Charmander. Probably do that after this battle real fast, so I don't want him to get knocked out. Boom. And that's the biggest reason right there why running into your opponent, your rival, with a level 9 starters, because at level 9, they all learn a type specific move. And that is going to be a game changer for you if you try to face down against him without a good set of Pokemon to be able to just be able to get worn out in between um, his starter, because that starter is just going to use that type specific move. It's your weakness, and he's just going to throw you down. So you want to make sure that you get a good set of Pokemon, get them leveled up. I'd say you want at least a good set of level 6 Pokemon before you'd want to go and take on your opponent. So that way you've got at least a good couple Pokemon per each one of his, of which he's got 2, so keep that in mind. So as long as you're able to outlast him there and just kind of whittle away at his energy, at his strength, there, you'll be fine. As soon as we get that female Nidoran, we can get moving, start leveling up our party. And this can be kind of the painful part of this game, is when you are looking for that one Pokemon and it just doesn't seem to show up. This is honestly, so if you recall the number of hours that was put into my blue version before we went ahead and started things up here on red, so there's about 150 hours. Now, all of that is not true, just time spent just playing the game straight through. You can do it much quicker than that, but man, you're going to spend some time wandering in different patches looking for that Pokemon that you need. So there's going to be a lot of this. You're going to run into a bunch of different little Pokemon that just are a waste of time, and so you just got to get through here and just bear it out. So not a huge deal, but just be prepared for that. Again, if you're a newcomer to the game, then you're going to want to keep that in mind. If you want to catch everything, you've got to be willing to be patient and just walk through these fields and through the caves and whatnot, and just wait until you get the Pokemon that you're looking for. Sometimes that can literally make the difference between many hours of playing this game, and rather than just moving on. It could be a big temptation to just move on and come back to it, and I just found that can be particularly discouraging for me, because if I have to go back at doing something, then it's usually not as fun, or I don't really have the same level of attention toward it. So I would just encourage you that you just stick with it. Like here, we're looking for this female Nidoran. As soon as we catch that, we're kind of done in this particular area. And you can see it's taken a few minutes because we keep coming up with other stuff. But when you do catch it, you can just move on. You're done with the area and you can get on with your life. But yeah, I mean, just personal choice for me. It's better just to kind of stick it out and wait until you find it. Almost. Did I mention you have to be patient? I'm not really sure it's ever taken me this long to run across a female Nidoran over here, but obviously we're doing this for one of two reasons. One, so we have another Pokemon to fill out our roster, and number two, to make sure that we get there are a few different reasons. So number two is to get that Pokemon that can learn Double Kick and be able to breeze through those rock Pokemon. And third, obviously, most importantly, we're trying to fill up our Pokédex, so we've got to get it. And this can be one of the most frustrating parts of the game, is just waiting around to see if you can run across the Pokemon you need. Charmander gets much stronger here. What we'll end up doing is rotating him out of the top slot and just use this time to start leveling up our other Pokemon. In fact, I may do that anyways right now, just because the next step after we catch our female Nidoran, the next thing is just we're gonna level up our Pokemon. So, and what I would always recommend, and this is I guess going to be a good time to point this out, is that your strongest Pokemon should always be at the bottom of your roster, and your weakest one at the top. That may seem like basic, stupid advice that, of course, why am I even... And there, of course, we run across female Nidoran right as I do that, but that's fine. That may seem like silly advice, but I literally knew somebody who just put his starter up at the front of his roster the entire game. And it was great, because by the time he got to, the Elite Four, he's got like a level 60, Blastoise or whatever it was. But, dude, like, he had a bunch of, like, level 3, 5, 7 type Pokemon that filled out the rest of his roster. And it's like, you're never going to be able to beat this game or do well if you are literally just putting the one at the front. I know that there might be a certain level of temptation to just let your starter just grow as fast as you can, but it's going to be at the detriment to the game and the rest of your party when you do that. So now that we've caught everything that we're going to for now, we're going to go ahead and level these guys up a bit. Get you a full rack of Pokemon, which is always good. And now, and again, so the way I personally go about it is I sort primarily by level, and then I sort by hit points. But at that point, it doesn't matter. I would just say that you need to first sort by level, and then after that, you can choose whatever method you want to sort by after that. You can sort by Pokemon that you like the most, or that you're trying to evolve the quickest, but I wouldn't let there be more than a few levels spread be between your weakest and your strongest. You should probably have no more than 2 to 3 levels between your strongest Pokemon and your weakest one at any point during the game. And we're talking about party Pokemon. So, that's so you gotta level them all up evenly. And so this is going to be the name of the game here. So the biggest thing is you just want to protect against the Pokemon getting knocked out, because then they get no experience, right? So then the next thing to do is probably to throw in either another Pokemon that, in this case, if Nidoran just gets knocked out, I'm going to let him get knocked out, because my goal right now is to get Rattata to that next level. And once you start getting them up a little bit, that kind of starts the whole process of getting them to be able to manage their own fights. You split it up amongst 2 Pokemon. The reason I'm not throwing in Charmander is because I've already leveled him up quite a bit at this point, and I don't want him to just get so overpowered. So we're probably going to lose Nidoran here, no big deal. Again, my focus right now is Rattata, so put in another tough Pokemon, and just get Nidoran to tackle. And assuming I can get it to a point where Nidoran doesn't miss, we'll knock out Pidgey, they'll split the experience, and we'll move on. And if you ever want to check the status, so in the Game Boy Advance you want to hit your start button, and the start button's over there. If you ever check on the progress, you just come here and hit stats, and it'll give you the actual attack, defense stats for your Pokemon, current health and level, type, all the good stuff, that's fine. And it'll tell you here how many experience points until they level up. So it's 26. So what I'll do here is I'll split Rattata's time in front of a Pokemon. Now I'm not going to let Rattata fight another Pokemon unless I come across a level 2. Good, level 2. A level 2 is the only one I feel confident in that Rattata could throw an attack out and not get hurt in one attack back. So a failed Tail Whip is perfect. I'm keeping Rattata in. There's a chance that my Rattata could knock this one out and just get straight experience. And it looks like that's going to happen as long as I don't miss here, which I did. So now I might, yep. So that might knock me out, and it did. Okay. Not the end of the world. So the next thing you do is you just put in another Pokemon. So what I did is I had Nidoran finish up that other battle, so I might as well start with her. And then what I'm going to do is rotate her to the front of the group. So that way, since she's already weak, we can get her to that level 4. As soon as you can get them to like level 4, they're going to be able to handle most of their matches. Level 4, level 5, they'll be able to handle most of them on their own at that point. So we're going to go ahead and finish out this battle. And what I'll probably do here is call it quits for today. But this is the name of the game here, guys. We're just going to continue to level them up. I might show a little bit more of that here. But not too much. I don't want to bore you guys with the details. I'll just give you your marching orders. Your marching orders are going to be that you want to protect a Pokemon and get them up to that next level, and you do that by making sure that at least one of them is not getting knocked out. And then if others get knocked out along the way, that's fine. It's no big deal. But you want to make sure that the one that you're focused on gets that experience. So again, we're working on Nidoran, so the next one I'll probably throw in will be Pidgey just to get somebody and kind of knock them out. Maybe Charmander, but you're going to keep walking around. Do one more and we'll call it for today. But again, this is again the other half of the time investment that you're going to have is just making sure that you're spending time leveling your Pokemon up. And it just means that you're going to be doing a lot of stuff like this for quite a bit of time. And I would say once we get our party to a solid level 6 across the board, not counting our starter, we should be ready to go ahead and take on our rival, who's gonna be, like I said, just north of that second little patch of grass that we came across before. So Pidgey's gonna get knocked out here, no big deal. Might be able to get lucky with Spearow here. Spearow's faster, maybe get it. Cool. And this works out for Spearow too, because it's got a little bit of experience last time. And there, Nidoran, level 4, perfect. And at this point, we can rotate Nidoran down the roster, because it's level 4 now. We'll keep Spearow up above there. But with having so many of them knocked out now what I'll do is I'll just go and I'll get them healed, and then start the process over. I'll come down here to this lower patch rather than the other one, just because these are just a couple of normal Pokemon, pretty weak attacks, easy to kind of protect against. I am not worried about Charmander at this point, and especially too once we get to the forest, which is going to be the next major area we go to. Once we get to the forest is going to be a perfect place to get him a few more levels if we feel we need it. But the main push is going to be beyond getting Nidoran male and female to those double kicks. So I'm going to go ahead and save the game, as we always should. So if you guys like the video, then please hit the like button, comment on the video, share it, please subscribe. The more people subscribing to the video, the more easier it is to get this out there and share this game that we love with all the people that we like and that we know. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and we will see each other soon. See you guys.